we'd love to hear that as well. 855-660-4261 is our number. If you want to join in our phone conversations, we do them every Sunday. Myself and my friend Dixie Sedgwick. Dial in number 605-562-3140. Participant access code 444-973#. We'll be covering degenerative disc disease this Sunday. Last week we talked about baldness. Androgenic alopecia is the fancy way of saying male pattern baldness. Women suffer from it as well. And we covered that and some supplements that you could use for that. Week before we talked about the Swear V Fast 3-day cleanse, which I did last week. Probably do another one this week. And then we covered all kinds of subjects. We did diabetes, we did Alzheimer's, we did ALS, Parkinson's disease, ADD. And if you're interested in joining in, love to have you on the phone call. 605-562-3140 is the number. Participant access code 444-973#. If you want to be put on the email list for my YouTube videos with Amanda Rideout, health coach, we did, yesterday we covered essential fatty acids. Week before we did essential oils, and if you're interested in being put on the list to be notified when we have a new video out, we do them every week, you can send me an email, ben@ksco.com, K for King, S for Sam, C for Cat, O for Oscar, Ben at ksco.com, and just put in the subject heading, please put me on the email list, and we'll get you set up that way. Okay, so we're talking prostaglandins and prostaglandin health. Prostaglandins are involved in pretty much all aspects of the disease process and all aspects of the health process as well. Keeping the body healthy, prostaglandin deficiency is very common. And even though the average person, or for that matter, the average healthcare professional, may not appreciate the importance of prostaglandins, which come ultimately from foods and from supplements, drug companies surely do appreciate these prostaglandins, as pharmaceuticals that affect prostaglandins are among the most widely used of all medications. That includes drugs for glaucoma, drugs for digestive health issues. The abortion drug is a prostaglandin-type drug. Labor induction involves prostaglandins and prostaglandin-type medication. Of course, the most commonly, or among the most commonly dispensed of all medications, the so-called NSAIDs, NSAID drugs. NSAID stands for non-steroidal. They're not like steroids. They're non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. In other words, these are anti-inflammatories that don't affect steroids or that are not steroids like prednisone. They're non-steroidal, but they have the same anti-inflammatory effects, and that's because they work with prostaglandins instead of steroids. Motrin, Tylenol, naproxen, Aleve, aspirin, these are all non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that are involved in inflammation and anti-inflammation. There's also pharmaceuticals that are used to treat eyelashes, eyelash serums. And guess what? Eyelash serums are also prostaglandin-type substances. By affecting prostaglandins in the follicles of the eyelashes, you can actually make eyelashes grow more vigorously, if you will. You can do the same thing for hair on your head. There's no reason why you can't use prostaglandin-type eyelash serums on your head as well. Grow hair on your head. Of course, it's a drug-like effect. It's a pharmaceutical. It's not a nutritional effect, but you may get some benefits that way. What we do know is the fact that the standard American diet is way overloaded with prostaglandin-type substances or substances that lead to the production of prostaglandins that are involved in inflammation, so-called omega-6 fats. Remember, prostaglandins are derived from omega-6 and omega-3 fats. You can even think of prostaglandins as a type of omega-6 or omega-3 fats. In the American diet, or the standard American diet, the SAD, we get way more prostaglandin precursors that are involved with inflammation. Omega-6 to omega-3, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 is really a determining factor when it comes to inflammation and anti-inflammation prostaglandins. The more omega-6s you're getting, the more inflammatory prostaglandins you're going to make. Not that inflammation, as we've said, is all bad, but the overloaded nature of our diet, the omega-6 overload, is really the problem. Most nutritionists will tell you need anywhere from 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, or maybe a 4-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. The standard American diet has a 20-to-1 ratio of omega-6 fats to omega-3 fats. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean we're actually getting the actual EFAs. We're getting the oils that should contain the EFAs, but because those oils are heavily processed, our soy oil and our safflower oil and our corn oil are super heavily processed, of course, usually cooked and heated. Nobody really knows how much omega-6 essential fatty acid we're getting at the end of the day. Just because we're eating the oils that should have those omega-6s in them doesn't mean we're getting the actual omega-6s. And so, as it turns out, we may be just as deficient in omega-6s, even though we're eating those kinds of oils, omega-6 rich oils. We may be just as deficient in omega-6s as we are in omega-3s, which is why you want to supplement with your Ultimate EFAs and Ultimate EFA Pluses. They're just as important, as I said yesterday, they're just as important as the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. One is not more important than the other. Sometimes people will say, well, I just want to take the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. That's great, but you're going to be missing these key essential fatty acid elements that get turned into prostaglandins. And by the way, you can't get fat from essential fatty acids. Sometimes people have this misconception that fatty acids can somehow make you fat. That's not how it works. Fatty acids are actually used for energy and for making hormones and for cell membranes. They're used to transport cholesterol. They're used for to improve skin health. Essential fatty acids are involved in keeping skin moist, keeping water trapped, keeping skin hydrated. They're not stored like fat. They're not, when we think we're fat or we have body fat, that's a different kind of fat. The only thing an essential fatty acid, or the main thing an essential fatty acid has with the fat on our gut, or the fat on our butt, or the fat on our thighs, or the fat on our hips, is the word fat. A fatty acid is used by the body. The kind of fat that everybody's afraid of is a fat that's stored and that is, hopefully anyway, when the situation arises, is going to be burnt up for energy. But an EFA, an essential fatty acid, is not the same thing. You can't get fat by using essential fatty acids. Same thing if you have oily skin. A lot of times people, if they have oily skin, will think, well, I don't want an essential fatty acid. I got too much oil coming out of my skin. Well, guess what? You don't have too much oil coming out of your skin if your skin is oily. You have too much thick oil coming out of your skin. It's not the quantity of the oil, it's the quality of the oil. Sebum is the technical term for skin oil. It's not the quantity of the sebum that makes your skin oily, it's the quality of the sebum, the thickness of the sebum that makes your skin oily, and that thickness is caused by a deficiency of omega-6 fats. So as it turns out, your Ultimate EFAs can improve skin health and can keep your skin from making so much thick and abundant oil if you're dealing with oily skin. So you're not going to get fat from essential fatty acids. You're not going to make your skin more oily from essential fatty acids, but you will make your skin much healthier from essential fatty acids, and you will have a lot more energy to burn fat if you use your Ultimate Essential Fatty Acids and your Ultimate EFA Plus. I like the EFA Plus because you get the GLA. You get a lot more GLA in the EFA Plus. Speaking of GLA, super important form of essential fatty acid that many, many people are deficient in. We talked about that yesterday. You know what, I'll just finish up on that tomorrow, and we'll finish up prostaglandins tomorrow. I will tell you about a couple really interesting supplements that you could use to improve your prostaglandins in addition to your Ultimate Essential Fatty Acids. And then we'll move on to another very important hormone that comes from nitrogen. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
My Magic Mud is a tooth whitening powder that removes plaque and detoxifies your mouth. It's safe for your enamel, giving you a beautiful polish and a dentist-like clean after every use. My Magic Mud is also the perfect remedy for pain caused by sensitivity. It strengthens your teeth and gums for a strong, healthy smile. The ingredients are 100% natural and it's safe for children. Simply brush with My Magic Mud right before bedtime for a cleaning you can count on. Visit mymagicmud.com.
Is your money manager giving you safety and security? Wouldn't you like to make your money work harder for you? Then you should consider joining philsgang.com, where thousands of individual investors have successfully profited.
This year I'm up 60% on my portfolio. Following your system has been fantastic. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I've been in the business for a long time, and you're really one of the best I've ever heard.
Well, I just want to let you know what a great teacher you are.
For over a decade, philsgang.com's Phil Grandy and Donald Cogswell have been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members.
I want to thank Donnie for market rep. I bought 2,500 shares of AUI and sold it this morning $820 profit.
Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, you can now purchase a one-of-a-kind product not available anywhere else. A meatless burger dry mix in 4 delicious flavors. With our new Oregon Trail Foods vegan burgers, all you do is add water and fry. They need no refrigeration. They're packaged in Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber for a long shelf life. They're non-GMO. They're gluten, soy, nut, and chemical-free, but they're loaded with flavor. And a good source of carbs and protein, yet low in sodium. Flavors include Italian, spicy Mexican, 6 vegetable, and black bean olive. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010 and order today. Eat them every day, take them camping, or save them for an emergency. Check them out at 30dayfoodsupply.com and click on the vegan burger icon. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where all of our products are produced in Oregon by Oregon Trail Foods. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
You're listening to GCN, proudly sponsored by UnseenNow.com. Lock down your digital life at UnseenNow.com. This is GCN.
All right, we are back on the bright side. Pharmacist Ben here. Thanks for joining us. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, with the good news about health and nutrition, the bright side philosophy that we don't have to be condemned to our health challenges, whatever they may be. If you miss a program, they're all archived at brightsideben.com. If you want to search by keyword or by topic, you can head over to benfuchsarchives.com or benfuchsarchive.com. And you can just plug in keywords or various topics into the search engine. Thank you to Peter in the UK for setting that up. Very convenient way to get the bright side philosophy or bright side ideas on any particular subject that you're interested in. That's Ben Fuchs Archive or benfuchsarchives.com. If you are interested in checking out my blog, love to have you reading that. That's pharmacistben.com. And also, if you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, you can head over to brightsideben.com and pull down on our shopping cart, or you can click on the Join the Team link if you want to join me in my mission to educate the world about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. Click on the Join the Team link for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business, earn some thank you checks, and help spread the word about how important a good nutritional supplement program can be. All right, tomorrow we're going to continue. We'll actually finish up talking about prostaglandins. And then I'll tell you about a couple of neat supplements that you can use to help enhance prostaglandins and also to use to help mitigate some of the side effects, the toxicity that's associated with prostaglandin modifying drugs